You might think that 2 hours of The Phantom Menace was too much to handle, but just try watching 6. It sounds crazy, sure, but could a mega cut like that really exist? Jake Lloyd has had a fraught relationship with the Star Wars galaxy. At age 9, Lloyd auditioned to play the young Anakin Skywalker in George Lucas's hotly anticipated prequel film, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Although initially enjoyed by fans, The Phantom Menace quickly soured in the mind of the public, and over the course of the following few years, it transformed into one of the most hated blockbusters of its era. Many fans pointed specifically to Lloyd's performance as one of the film's worst aspects, and he was bullied incessantly online for many years. In 2001, when he was 12, Lloyd elected to retire from acting altogether, burned all his Star Wars merch, and has attempted to live in peace ever since. Occasionally, however, Lloyd comes forward to talk about his experiences working on the film. In 2011, Lloyd talked with the website thatshelf.com to describe auditioning for the film as a child and suggested that the original work print of The Phantom Menace initially ran a full 6 hours in length. In a discussion about Star Wars fan edits, Lloyd was asked how he would have edited the film himself.
I don't know. Well, I'd have to ask for the original 6-hour cut.
There was an original 6-hour cut?
Yeah.
Notably, this seems to be the only reference to a 6-hour cut of The Phantom Menace out there. Still, while you may think that a version that long is impossible, it's worth knowing that standard filmmaking practices often lead to extremely long work print cuts, as filmmakers need to first assemble all their footage in one place before editing can begin in earnest. To make a work print, a filmmaker produces a print using all of their selected footage on the film's original camera negative. All the editing is done on the copy. When a final cut is finished, the edits are then repeated on the camera negative, making a master print. Work prints are often of low quality and don't always have the final sound, effects, or music included. Indeed, many scenes contain stock footage, temp music, and animatics in place of final scenes. They are essentially the first draft of a film edit, and they can run for much longer than a film's final runtime. For example, it was said that the work print of Lucas's 140-minute film, Revenge of the Sith, ran a whopping 4 hours. The theatrical running time of The Phantom Menace is only 136 minutes, which would mean that there are about 224 minutes of missing footage out there. Is it possible that there are 3 hours and 44 minutes of The Phantom Menace that no one has seen? The answer, probably not. Indeed, there didn't seem to be all that much of The Phantom Menace to start with. The special features on the Phantom Menace DVDs revealed that Lucas extrapolated his script from 15 pages of notes he wrote back in 1976, and from there expanded the story to contain 5 separate plot threads. Culling through the internet will find multiple drafts of Lucas's script, and those tend to average around 146 pages, each of them with all 5 plot threads intact. The general wisdom of filmmaking dictates that 1 page of a script will equal 1 minute of screen time. This is, of course, a general rule, and exceptions exist, but there is nothing in the Phantom Menace script to account for several missing hours of story, action, or dialogue. To make it run for a whole 6 hours, there would have to be additional dialogue, characters, and subplots that were removed at some point during the edit. A 146-page script obviously has none of those things, and it's staggeringly unlikely that Lucas ever had a film that long in mind. So, does a 6-hour cut of The Phantom Menace exist? It's doubtful. You've got to think that Jake Lloyd was either misled as to its existence, or more likely, he was just having us on.